Michael, the squad have been back into training for just over a month now. What have you seen from the lads ahead of pre-season? Positivity?
They come back looking really sharp and fit. Like I said before, we give them a 6-week training plan. Nothing too much. It was their choice if they want to do it, but it was on Strava, and they all, when we checked, they'd all done it, and they've all come back a lot fitter than what they were last season, which was quite hard to beat. So that's a real positive from them. And then as the sessions have gone on, you can just see them getting sharper and sharper. And like today, we're going to have an in-house friendly between ourselves. So things are looking good.
Last game was against West Auckland, all the way back in March. You had such a long layoff due to the pandemic. Were you quite surprised that the lads did come back in a good shape, or?
Not really, because we've all got really good attitude and they try to be as professional as possible. And they know that if they didn't come back as fit as what they should be, they'd get left behind. And at the minute, there's nobody being left behind, so they're all at a good level. So no, I wasn't surprised at all.
You made 2 additions to the squad this summer. Do you want to just talk to me a little bit about the 2 new signings?
Yeah, we signed Shane Henry from Spennymoor. Obviously experienced, played at a high level for the last 7-8 years. And when he becomes available, when a player wants to come here, it makes it easier, which is what he did. And he adds leadership and will to win. And you can see in training the lads we've seen him step up another level since he's come. So that's again another massive positive for us. Dale's been here before. When Dale left, we didn't really want him to go. It was his choice. So when he became available, and we had a little chat, and he said that there was only one place he wanted to come. So we did what we could to get him back to sign, and he had competition for places in defence where I think we were a bit short last year. Tom and Addy were excellent, but there was games where they were carrying knocks and probably could have done. We're missing a couple of games, and that'll be ideal for Dale. But obviously Dale's not just there to make he's there to push Tom and Addy for a place as well.
Shane's experience at a higher level, how do you think that's going to benefit the squad?
Massively. It's similar to how Tom Porter's coming. Last season when we signed him, obviously we signed Tom from West Auckland, but previous to that he'd been at Darlington and Whitby. And again, it just takes us up the notch, whether it's in training or in games. And his experience will be vital this season, because the season's going to be much tougher than what it was last year. Obviously, teams know us now. They know what we're about. So there'll be games where we might have to change the way we play. But Shane will be pivotal in that.
With Dale already being here as well, I presume it's not taking him long to get settled back in and getting in the swing of things.
Dale was straight back in the mix. He's a leader, he's great in the dressing room. He gets the lads going, he's competitive, whether it's training or games. So he's a great addition to the squad.
Mm-hmm. The pre-season schedule itself, it's pretty packed with you playing teams at a higher level. Was that something you tried to make sure that was going to happen?
Yeah, we've done that the last couple of years, and it seems to work well. Where like last year we played Spennymoor, Whitby, Pickering, and had really good results and really good performances against them. So we like to test ourselves, and obviously it's good for fitness as well. Sometimes you might get a little bit of a run around, but again, pre-season's about fitness and getting back and getting the ball out and getting used to playing on a big area. It's totally different to training. That's why we're doing our friendly in-house today, just to get used to the pitch again and playing different passes than what you would do in small-sided games just before our friendly next week against Morpeth.
With the team sitting at the top of the table last season, extremely disappointing the way it all ended. How do you think this group of lads is going to use that to propel on for next season?
Yeah, I think they can use that to say we were hard done to, which we've all spoke about. I know we thought the decision was wrong. Some will think it was right, but they weren't in our position. And the lads will use that. They'll want to go and do it again. We've spoken about that, but it's gone now. So we've got to move on from that. And look forward, and that's what we'll be doing, and we'll be looking to do exactly the same as what we did last year.
And how important is it for not just the players, not just yourself, for everyone at the club not to think about that too much and concentrate on the season ahead?
You can get wrapped up in that and say, well, it's happened to us before when we were in the Wearside League, when we won the league there, and we looked like we were going to go up and the ground failed. So it's not like it's the first time it's happened. So we bounced back from that, and I'm pretty sure that we'll bounce back from this as well.
What have you seen from this group of players going into pre-season?
Great attitude from them. Fitness levels are really high. Professionalism was really good. I mean, in training, it's like match mentality where you will win. You want to win the small-sided games. It's really competitive, and that's something that we've noticed. You're not taking it easy, and you can see the fighting for places. We've got a great squad here, and it's going to be hard to pick that 11 in the first game of the season, and that's what we want.
I was going to say that's a selection headache that you want, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously it is. Yeah. You would much rather have people fighting for places than trying to make numbers up, which is very rarely what we do. Plus we've got some good under-18s coming through. There's a few playing today. So competition for places is probably the best it's ever been.
Finally, what is the team's aims this season? I know you like to go about your business quietly, but have you set any targets for the guys?
Yeah, our aim is the same as last season, really, is to get promotion, and along that, hopefully win the league. We've got to set our sights that high. After last season, I think probably the fans and the chairman of the club, they sort of expected, but like I've said, it's going to be tougher. Other teams have strengthened, made some good signings, so I think the league's going to be tougher this year. But again, we've got stronger as well. We've had that extra year together as well, with the signings from last year and then the signings coming in this year. So our aim again is to win the league, but also we've got another crack at the Vars, which we didn't expect. We had a half decent run in it last year, and we're looking to go far in that again. And we had a good run in the FA Cup, so who knows? Let's see what can happen in them competitions as well.